Every time I get a pump, I feel like I'm coming, you know, I'm coming in home, coming at the gym, coming everywhere. I am in heaven, you know. I apologize for that. You're probably offended. You want to leave the room and never come back. But there's a point. First off, Arnold Schwarzenegger whey protein. Batman, I'm going to move you. Just, you know, I'm talking to them. I can't have you interrupt it as much as I like you. Alright, so before I do his top 10, I want to talk about some of his worst. Some that I just don't like, don't need to talk about. First off, I've not seen some of them. I've not seen like Red Sonja, Red Heat, or Raw Deal. And I gotta admit, it's terrible, but it's also hilarious. Hercules in New York. That movie is... did I almost do an Arnold? Hercules in New York. What is this man doing impersonating Hercules? I did not give him the permission. And he's like... Oh god, that movie. That movie is ridiculous. Arnold, first off, his voice is ridiculous. Because like when he starts yelling, people's like, don't get down about Hercules. And he gets in the goofiest fight where some big fat guy runs at him and he just goes like... And let's be honest... Arnold in all the Expendables movies is bad, and it's not just his fault, it's everyone's fault. Those movies are shit. The first one, director's cut, kinda okay, but Arnold's in it for, like, I'm gonna give it to my friend he loves playing in the jungle. That's about it. Terminator 2, oh, and he goes yippee-ki-yay, that just makes me want to blow my brains out. Expendables 3, what did he do? He's in a chopper shooting, and then he goes to save everyone, and they're already saved. He's like, oh, so my work here has already been done for me, you know. So I just pick up the paycheck, I go home then, okay. Terminator 3. Not completely terrible. I don't hate it, but it's just compared to the first two, it's like, oh god, they really fucked it up in the third one, didn't they? Yeah, they really kind of did. Junior is boring. Okay, it's supposed to be funny, a lot of it's boring, and some of it's terrifying. When you see the Arnold Schwarzenegger baby, that is nightmares incarnate. Okay, that shit is freaky. I have not seen Twins, so I can't say. And the Conan movies, Conan the Destroyer is not that great, but Conan the Barbarian, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it, okay? I like the idea of Arnold with the big sword just being some crazy asshole back in time like a Viking, crap like that, but he's a barbarian. And you know what? Some of it's fun, you know? He meets a witch and has sex with her, throws her in a fire, and she blows up or flies away, whatever it was that happened. Okay, some of that's funny. Punches a camel, there's weird shit. But fucking James Earl Jones is one of the big problems. First off, he looks fucking creepy in the movie. And then there's a weird part where he's got all these people, and it's like some weird orgy, and then his face starts getting all fucked up looking. I'm like, what the hell? Which also, next to the Arnold Schwarzenegger baby, that's something that just, if I see it, it creeps me out and I don't like it. And he turns into a snake and starts... The movie's ass, to be honest. I don't like it, okay? If you do, that's fine, but to me it's just... There's some fantasy movies I like, and this one's just... It's fantasy crap everywhere and I hate it. Alright, let's get to the top 10. We'll start off with my bonus number 11, an honorable mention, because this movie is shit, it's crap, it's garbage, it doesn't deserve to exist. But it's hilarious, okay? This is another guilty pleasure. Arnold is hilarious in it with every single punchline he's got. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Chill out, come on. Chill, freeze. I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow. Like all those, god, there's so many. I would try to list it, but there's too many. Didn't see that coming, did you? You thought that'd be on the worst, but I get a kick out of that movie. Alright, now for my actual number 10. You know what, this movie... There's problems with it, okay? But to be honest, first off, it's got a great director who made things like Predator, Die Hard. And you know what? This movie's a little bit ahead of its time. Last Action Hero. Arnold well, first off, that annoying kid Danny goes into the movie universe where Arnold exists. And, like, it's very meta, winking at itself, breaking the fourth wall. And it feels so ahead of its time, in a way. Because it feels like... If that movie came out a little bit later, it might have been a lot more embraced, and it might have done better, because it really bombed and tanked at the box office, and it's unfortunate. I like the movie. Number 9. I'm not a pervert, I was just looking for a Turbo Man doll. Jingle All the Way with little Danny Lloyd, who went on to be in The Phantom Menace. Little Danny Lloyd, was this before or after Anakin Skywalker? You know what, it doesn't matter, really. Another movie that's terrible, probably shouldn't deserve to exist, but it's awesomely funny to me. I enjoy it a lot. There's some really terrible, like that shitty looking reindeer that Arnold punches out. You started it. Like, that's crap. But when he's talking to Phil Hartman, put that cookie down now! Like, that is one of my favorite Arnold quotes ever. Number 8, I've seen this movie like once, but I did enjoy it. The Running Man, it's got some good Arnold lines. Screw you! Is that it? Or was that from another movie? I think that's Running Man, but that could also be Total Recall. Maybe I screwed that one up. But he's got some good ones. You cold-blooded bastard. I lived to see you eat that contract. But you better leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. Ah! Like that whole thing. It's based off Stephen King. I don't think he wrote it for Arnold, but it worked out enough. Goofy, future, sort of like Hunger Games, stuff like that, Battle Royale. Cool. Number 7, True Lies, and I have a combo DVD of it with, what's it called, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't think that's even on Blu-ray yet. What the hell? First off, Arnold in it is actually, it's one of his better performances ever. And Jamie Lee Curtis is really hot, and yeah, that's all I need to talk about, that one dance scene. But this one's really clever, it's good. James Cameron made Arnold's best movies, because he was able to make Arnold seem kind of somewhat down to earth for a giant hulking dude. And it's a kick-ass action movie. There's a lot of great moments. True Lies is one of my favorites, okay? That's why it's in the top 10, obviously, but I feel like I actually could have put it higher, but there's a couple things I just find a little bit more rewatchable, which is why I put them higher. Like my number 6. I know it's only number 6, Terminator. I don't own number 2, I'm sorry. It's on Amazon. And you know what? I was gonna have that the big Terminator 1 to 4 box set, and Amazon just ran out of stock. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure. That's what I wanted. I was like, I don't need to buy Terminator 2. I'll get the box set. Now it's not there. Please, I hope they get it back, otherwise I'm just going to own Terminator 1 and 2, which is truly fine. This movie's a classic. This is one of Arnold's first, like, breakout great roles, because before he had Conan and crap like that, but now, this is when he came out, I was like, okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger's a badass, he's scary, he's a cybernetic organism here to kill Sarah Connor, and, you know, Kyle Reese has to save her. It's a really cool movie, good ideas, time travel, one of the more interesting time travel movies out there. It's a classic for a reason, but number 5 I put over it. I had the audacity to do it, but I really, really enjoy this movie. Don't hate me. Kindergarten Cop. Bring your toy back to the carpet. Take it back. You mean eat other people's lunches? Stop it. Shut up! That's a ferret. Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. It's quotable. It's Arnold's best comedy, okay? Of the ones where it's like, put Arnold in a comedy. Kindergarten Cop, to me, is the one that's good. As opposed to like Jingle All the Way, Twins, Junior. Fucking Junior gives me nightmares. Kindergarten Cop's really fun to me. If you don't like it, that's fine. Number 4, regretfully I do not own it. Total Recall. And all the part where he's pulling that thing out of his nose, and he's like suffocating on Mars. His eyes are popping out of his head. This movie, Paul Verhoeven, made RoboCop, Basic Instinct, and Showgirls and Starship Troopers. That should let you know an idea of like, the movie's gonna be good action and all that, but it's also gonna be really absurdist at times. It's a cool sci-fi movie based on Philip K. Dick, who made things like Blade Runner, or technically wrote things like Blade Runner, A Scanner Darkly, Paycheck with Ben Affleck. Yeah, we don't need to remember that one. See, at the party, Richter, there's just like some that are just so odd out there. It's like, what? And that chick's got 3 tits. What's going on? Get your ass to Mars. My number 3, from the director of Die Hard and Last Action Hero and a couple other things, Predator. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I really thought hard about maybe putting this number 1, but actually the other 2 I find the most rewatchable of all his movies. But Predator is fucking amazing. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. This shirt is a reference to Predator. If you've not seen this badass action movie from the guy that made Die Hard, please do. You know, otherwise you're never going to understand the awesomeness of this. Dylan, you son of a bitch. What's the matter? See, I got you pushing too many pencils? And they're like, that's how they shake hands. They just fucking flex till their arms pop. Ah! That's how I want to greet people now. Just, how you doing? Ah! They wouldn't see it coming though. They'd go to shake my hand or something. It's like, I go like this. They think I'm going to hit them. They run away. I don't know. If I ever met Arnold, I'd want to do that. If I ever met him, I'd be like, Arnie, you son of a bitch. And he would hopefully catch on and do it. Predator, so good. A great sci-fi movie. Arnold's done some great sci-fi. Total Recall, the Terminator movies, Predator. And this movie's directed greatly. John McTiernan is a great director. That's why Die Hard's a classic, and that's why this one is. He's a great, awesome director, and this movie's got a lot of memorable cast. You got Shane Black, director of Iron Man, talking about Pussy Joe. Carl Weathers from Rocky. A lot of other people. You got Jesse the Body Ventura. I was the governor of Minnesota, and now I ain't got time to bleed. Predator's amazing. Is number 2. My number 2 on the list is the one that probably everyone, if you made a top 10 Arnold movies, this would be your number 1. And I get it. It makes sense. It's only my number 2. Terminator 2. It is like the ultimate Arnold movie. Terminator comes back, he's a hero, and fucking he's got John Connor, and there's something about a boy and his robot that's always good. There's something about that relationship that just works perfectly for movies, and it makes it so entertaining and fun to watch, and you get really connected. You got little John Connor, promise you're not gonna kill anybody. Edward Furlong is a whiny, creaky voiced little shit, but I kinda like him anyway. Robert Patrick has the badass liquid Terminator T-1000. That is awesome. One of the best cinematic villains ever. Terminator, Arnie in this is one of the best cinematic heroes ever. It's so great. James Cameron, definitely his best movie. Even over Avatar, even over True Lies, even over Piranha 2: The Spawning. But my number 1, if you know Arnold, you probably would have been like, hey, wait, where's that movie? Oh, is that his number 1? What? I know. But if you don't know Arnold, you might not have even seen it coming. Coming all the time. Commando. This movie is legendary to me. This is like the ultimate Arnold movie that must be watched by any Arnold fan. It is preposterous. It is ridiculous. It is overly testosterone-fueled madness, and I love it. Arnold's daughter gets kidnapped, and he goes and kills everyone. Like, the first scene, he chops down a tree, a fucking 20-foot tree or whatever, he's just carrying it like this, like, yeah, I'm gonna go make firewood. It's like, that makes no sense, that's ridiculous, but it's hilarious, and he's got his daughter. I was like, oh, I'm such a good dad, you know, we wipe ice cream on each other's face. It's just like a quick 3-minute monologue of just how good a dad he is. It's like, okay, Alyssa Milano's your daughter, first off, you got a hot daughter, sir. I'm talking now, not when she was however old she was. Yeah. But the point is, she gets kidnapped, like his army buddies or whatever turn on. He goes to get revenge. And this movie has great one-liners. Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied, and drops them. That's like in the top 3 best Arnold lines ever. You scared, motherfucker? You should be. This green beret is gonna kick your big ass. I ate green berets for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry. Like that shit. Oh god, some of this is just oh, it's ridiculous, but it's hilarious. A bullet never comes close, he never like trips, he never gets a bruise, no one even gets close to touching him. It's awesome. It is like the ultimate Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liner ridiculous action movie, and it is my favorite. If it's not yours, that's fine. I know Terminator 2 is his best movie, but I like this one better. It's the most rewatchable. I've watched it like, fucking how many times? I can't even count. So there you go. That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger top 10 featuring a honorable mention number 11, yeah. And then technically some of his worst is just ones I don't like watching. Junior, oh god, nightmares. So let me know what's your top 10 Arnold movies. Like, make in the comments, just list them off. If you have reasons specifically you want to mention, go ahead. I'm interested in knowing what people say. If someone's like, Junior's my top 3, I'd be like, you sir have some kind of crazy thing in your head that prevents that image of an Arnold Schwarzenegger baby from terrifying you. To me, that is scary shit, okay? Junior's terrifying. So comment below, tell me you thought of my top 10, what's your top 10, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the list. If you haven't seen these movies, seriously, check them out. These are the top 10 that I think you should watch. You want to go watch Junior and get nightmares, go ahead. You want to see the Expendables movies, you'll be disappointed. Twins, I don't know. And Conan, it's weird. It's weird shit. If you want to watch it, go ahead. But my top 10, if you haven't seen Arnold, check them out, because I think these are the ones that are most worth your time, or at least most entertaining. So thanks for watching, I'll see you guys later. Ow!